this is what your rights are,
Mhm.
right? Because a lot of times we talk about know your rights, right? And how the YNs on the street got to know what their rights are. And actually, one of the things that I've been finding some joy in, it sounds crazy, but like in some of these videos, seeing the young brothers like, am I detained?
Yeah.
Using the language, like, am I under arrest? No, I do not. I do not give consent for a search. And using some of the language from these know your rights things that, shout out to Advancement Project and some of the other folks that have been doing Free DC that have been doing these trainings for folks. But like, we have this whole kit telling folks of the National Guard, you got to know your rights too, that you could be a conscientious objector, that your oath is to the Constitution and not to some orders that are illegal. So you're right. All of that is a part of the resistance process.
Correct.
But the other thing that we have to include in that, and we were talking about this earlier, is finding ways to bring in that Black love, that Black joy. You got folks dancing in the streets in DC.
Absolutely.
You got folks playing go-go in DC. You got folks cracking jokes. On something. I saw this one dude. He was like, this one brother was like, saw a cop that was going up to a car, and he knew whose car it was. He was like, "Yo, man, that's an old." That's an old lady's car. Like, what you even doing right now? Right? What you looking for? Like, you looking for some medicine? And like, what are you? And just cracking jokes on them. And that's a part. Right. And that's looking for a bingo card. Like, what you looking for? And so that's a part of the resistance when we can make them be small. And this goes for whether it's the cop that's harassing us or whether it's this Trump. Making it be small. The same way South Park is making it look small,
right?
Figuratively and literally. That's all a part of the resistance that we got. All of that got to be in the toolbox.